All right, welcome everybody. For those who are joining us, my name is Anand. I'm your host, Talk with Anand, episode number 35. Here in Calgary. Good afternoon to everybody who is joining us. Welcome aboard. If you are listening live, feel free to say hi, hello, and everything in the chat. We're going to talk about Flames hockey. We're going to talk about any topics you would like. We're going to answer your questions and much more. This is going to be a much shorter episode because the Flame season is sadly winding down slowly by slowly. 14 games still left. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna adjust my camera a little bit, so you all can see me perfectly. All right, we'll try with that. But yeah, the Calgary Flames season is slowly winding down. Like I said, 14 games left in the season. The last game was not pretty to watch against Washington Capitals. I was at the Saddle Dome, had to witness a 5-2 loss, which was one of the most important games we had to win, but couldn't win. Alex Ovechkin was hot and fire. He scored 2 goals to add to his tally, hoping to beat the record of Wayne Gretzky. So, just a couple reminders before we get started our program. Talk about Flames hockey, what my expectations were this season, what we can expect moving on. Your Twitter lines are open if you want to come and chat via there. Ask us questions. We will display it. We'll talk about it. YouTube live chat is also open. AS vlog if you're watching via YouTube. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. It's a snowy Wednesday here in Calgary this afternoon. It's currently 3:38 p.m. if you're watching, and if you're from watching from US or anywhere, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us on this season winding down episode. Once again, 14 games left in the season for the Calgary Flames. We are well way out of the picture of playoffs, 8 points away to reaching the second wildcard spot. It will only get impossible onwards since we now have a mandatory CBA break till Saturday. We don't play against Vancouver Canucks till Saturday. And then we return home again for a back to back against the Buffalo Sabres. And then we head away again for Chicago Blackhawks. So, an interesting couple 3 games coming. Then we play Blues on Thursday next week. And then we play Kings on Saturday, Ducks on Tuesday. So, a couple few more home games coming up as well. So that will be where we are wrapping up. I'm planning to go for maybe 1 or 2 more games in the month of April so that I can celebrate my birthday game. That's the hope. Um, but the season has surprised us in many ways. We have seen so many good things. We have seen a lot of trades. We'll talk about that. So send us your questions. Twitter line is open at CGY_Anand. Hope everybody can hear me. If anybody wants to do a quick audio check, let me know if you can hear me. Say hi. That would be appreciated. YouTube live chat is also open. AU's vlog. Anand, throw it back. Exality, welcome on board. Not sure what you mean by throw it back, but welcome aboard. Thanks for chatting with us. Um, so Wednesday afternoon, Flames played on Monday against the Washington Capitals. I had a fantastic Monday morning. For those who didn't hear and those who haven't visited my social media pages, I was live on CJ92 in the morning, recapping our game against Montreal Canadiens the past Saturday. And then I was talking about how Flames would need to perform better if Wolf is starting. And of course, a few of the goals I couldn't blame Wolf against Washington Capitals, but the team played so bad in front of him, and we missed quite a few chances. We had chances, but we missed few of them. Our power play didn't convert. We had two significant power plays, I could say. One of them was when they scored a goal. So Kevin Rooney scored a goal. The Washington Capitals used a timeout to review the play. and that replay confirmed the goal was good. We got a power play, we didn't score. So that was one of the negative factors. It's our power play. Throughout the entire season, we have seen few flashes of it. Few have scored, but yeah, our power play needs to be better next year. Whether it be changing up the power play coach, Mike Sawad, or I don't know what's going to be the plan for the Flames, but they need to work on that. But I've liked Daniel Mermanov and Mackenzie Weegar on the power play. Those two have been stellar on the power play. But something else need to change. Is I don't know if it's the coach's vibe. Is it how they set it up? They do too much overpassing. Is it because we don't have one key excellent quarterback, or we don't have? Yeah, I'm trying to improve the camera angle. How about I'm using a webcam here, so apologies for the. It used to be all right, but give me once. Hopefully that's all right. Yeah. So going back to where I was saying, power play needs a lot of work. Um, and then we need top scorers as well. Hopefully, the draft pick that we're gonna get will be lucky with that. A lot of chatter around who we want to pick in the lottery pick. So send us those ideas as well. I've seen Gavin McKenna floating around. I've seen Macklin Celebrini floating around. I've heard even Tej Iginla, one of the Iginla sons, floating around. And then recently, Wranglers got Sam Morton. Maybe he can be a call up into the Flames. And we'll talk about few key players I think can get called up this season as well towards the end. I'm hoping Jeremy Poirier can come back for a couple of games when we start to see that we are mathematically out of the playoffs. Um, so it's been an interesting season. Once again, like I've been saying, we have traded away um, two allied defensemen recently, Kristanov and Noah Hannafin. Oh yeah, Grushnikov is another player I wanted to say we are excited for and waiting to see if he'll get called up. Wolf has been doing stellar recently, but again, he needs more NHL starts, more NHL practice. So once you get him to grow, once he's developed, he can get a steady start. I don't know what the Flames will do, especially if Jacob Marshram is getting ready to come back on Saturday. I believe that's the plan. Maybe can they waive Dan Vladar? But what's the if Dan Vladar gets claimed by someone, then we might be in bit of trouble. So it might be Dan Vladar and Jacob Marshram keeping tandem for now. I'm guessing Wolf will get sent down to the AHL to help with the Wranglers playoffs. And then maybe in the summer season, they might look into trading Jacob Marshram, whichever the higher return they get, whether it be New Jersey Devils, Toronto Maple Leafs, Carolina Hurricanes, whoever needs a better goaltending with the highest return. There will be a few teams in market to trade Jacob Marshram, and Jacob Marshram maybe want to be out by already now, because the word was that during the trade deadline season, that Marshram was wanting to be traded. He almost waived his non-move clause to go to the New Jersey Devils, but that didn't happen. So there is going to be a lot of off-season activity. Don't remind, um, don't forget, and a lot more. So it's going to be an interesting off season. Looks like we have no other questions in the chat. So I'm going to wrap this up because I have to be at another podcast soon. So stay tuned on my takes on that one. Thanks for joining us this Wednesday afternoon. It has been a pleasure talking about Flames hockey. Once again, the season is slowly winding down. We have only 14 games left this season. We are on a couple days CBA mandatory break. So we don't play until Saturday against the Vancouver Canucks, 8 p.m. at Rogers Arena in Vancouver. Then we come back for a home game on Sunday against the Buffalo Sabres at 7 p.m. So thankfully, not a matinee game. Then we go back to Chicago on Tuesday to play against the Chicago Blackhawks. And then we come back. Do we come back? No, we don't come back. We go to St. Louis Blues, St. Louis, to play against the St. Louis Blues on Thursday. So that's your look ahead. And yeah, thanks for joining us. Short episode. Apologies for wrapping up early. We will continue this when we play next the Vancouver Canucks. Hopefully, I'll go pre-game before that because I believe I have only a short day at work. So stay tuned. Come join us for the pre-game on Saturday. Have fun. Take it easy. Have a great day. Stay safe if you are in Calgary. Big snowfall warning. Have yourself a fantastic day. This has been Talk with Anand, your host Anand, with